I was working with the intensity of a Formula One driver and the dedication of a doctor on call. And I wasn't doing this for 1 or 2 weekends. I was doing this consistently. I basically was sacrificing my health. I was sacrificing my relationships. I was sacrificing my very essence at the altar of success. Now, at that time, I thought that in order to achieve more, I needed to be constantly doing more. That led to burnout. At one point, I felt like I was going through the motions, but my soul had literally departed. Why am I sharing this with you? Because you don't need to make the same mistake that I did. You don't need to make the same mistake that millions and millions of people are making, which is underpinned by the lie, by the myth, by the misunderstanding that if you really want to be truly successful, you need to show up in some state of drive and anxiety and control. And that is the old way. Throw it out. Because that way will get you so far, but what will happen is you would lose more than you would ever possibly gain. So why is stress such a disadvantage? Why is stress such a saboteur for your success? Number one, in order to achieve anything, you probably need your brain to function properly. You need to be able to think clearly. If you are stressed, then your brain is going to be in a suboptimal performance level. That is not what you need. Number two, when you're stressed, you're also cutting off your intuitive capacity. So, the most incredibly successful business people are those people who have this intuitive downloads and are able then to use their left brain logic to figure out and implement what it is they have already received. Stress cuts you off from your intuitive downloads, and stress slows down your ability to then use that powerful left brain logic to implement what it is that you want. In other words, stress is costing you ideas, inspiration, money, success, fulfillment. When you're stressed as well, it's really going to affect your relationships. Have you ever snapped at your child or at your husband or at any loved one? Not because you didn't like them or respect them or even have consideration for them, but simply because you were feeling short. You were feeling anxious. You were feeling like if this thing didn't happen, it was a matter of life and death, which it is not. But at that moment, where you are so tunnel vision focused on the thing you want to achieve, I get it. It feels like anyone and anything in the way of that happening has got to go because they are between you and what has now become a life or death situation. Of course, in your mind, not in real life. And so, stress is also affecting your relationships in terms of your loved ones, your relationships at work, even your relationship with yourself. Because the more stressed you are, the more disconnected you are. And when you are disconnected from who you truly are, how can you be in alignment with your true values? How can you be listening to your body to know when to stop and when to go on? How can you be truly listening to that beautiful whisper of your intuition when your mind is so cluttered by chatter in that incessant stressful state? Stress will also sabotage your physical health. I remember when, because I was stressed out of my mind, my hormones went AWOL, I became highly sensitive to sound. My energy levels plummeted. I began to have digestive issues. It was not pretty. I'm a naturally healthy, energetic, strong person. And I was watching my body basically start declining, and there was nothing I felt I could do about it until I realized that I was the cause of the problem. And if I wanted to regain my energy, my vitality, a beautiful digestive system, an ability to think clearly without brain fog, then I could also shift from being in this constant chronic stress state to actually operating from peace and calm. Am I peaceful and calm all the time? Absolutely not. However, the beauty of this is if you are a little more peaceful, a little calmer each and every day, imagine what your life will be like in 365 days. And when you are able to come to any situation from a place of calm, you are coming to that situation from a place of power. Power is not in the shouting and the screaming and being flustered and needing to, like, basically vomit your irritation and anger over everyone else. Power comes from truly being clear about what it is you truly want at this point in time. And with that clarity, then choosing to take action. And why am I sharing this about stress? Because many incredibly talented, intelligent entrepreneurs are spending more and more and more time on the doing and the actions, investing in how-to courses, how to 10x this, etc., etc. And unfortunately, I watch them with sadness pour water into a basket with has holes, obviously. If you truly want your tactical or strategic implementations to be amplified and to give you the return on investment, then you definitely want to make sure that you are doing everything that you can to work on relaxation. Relaxation will support you in opening up to intuitive downloads, receiving support, and connecting with people with ease, and also with opening up and expanding your nervous system so that you can actually receive more and hold it without sabotaging. My invitation is this: if in your life there is anything that is a stress trigger, you want to see if this is something that you can actually remove. If it is not something that you can remove, then what is it that you can do in terms of shifting your perspective about that thing? Because as Wayne Dyer said, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. So stress is not your friend, my dear. Stress does not make you successful. It doesn't make you more in control. Stress actually does the contrary. So my invitation is to truly love yourself enough to give yourself as much calm and peace as you possibly can. Love and light.